Well, number one, let me say this. The average American overdrafts $250 a year. That's average. And so you think about that cost right there. That's $250 a year. Now, do you have any idea how much you're overdrafting a year right now? Do you have an idea?
You mean as far as overdraft fees or?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, easily that right now.
How do you afford that?
Clearly, I can't.
Well, you do, right? Because you have to pay them, right? They're gonna make you do that. Here's the thing: we created a thing called paycheck planning inside of EveryDollar. There's so many features we didn't able to get to them, but like the whole purpose of that creation was to stop people from doing that. And here's the reason: the average person that comes in to EveryDollar, like I said, they're out there looking and they're going, "Hey, I'm spending about $250 a year on overdraft fees." It happens every year. It's very, very normal. Last year, banks made $8 billion in overdraft fees. Very expensive way to live. Number two, I agree. Manually putting in all your transactions. That's kind of what George was talking about earlier. It does take up a lot of time. When it's free, I mean that it's a more difficult way to do it. But some people are like, look, I just don't want to pay. It's not that they can't afford, they just don't want to, and that's okay. What would you say your number one goal is?
Right now is to get out of debt.
Okay. Why would you want to get out of debt?
So that I'm constantly overdrafting my account and I can start doing the things we want to do. I have a 5.5-year-old daughter. And I'm also 66 years old, so I'm too old to be doing this.
Yeah, that why, Nietzsche said that if you understand your why, you can endure anyhow. So I want to bring it back to the cost just for a second. And this is just me talking to you straightforward. If you work with our team, we do one-on-one calls, we do group calls. One of the things that, and I've worked with Dave for 17 years, that we'll always do when we're coaching somebody is my goal is to work with you to say, how do we move forward? Not how do we stay stuck? How do we break out of this situation like you want to do versus how do I make it feel okay for you to stay here? When you think about the cost of this, number one, you get a 14-day free trial, correct?
Right.
So number one, you could get started today for nothing.
Okay.
And your first thought is, well, hang on, but there's $80 that I got to pay in 14 days. And I agree. But when you think about what George showed you today with that new digital coach experience, the whole purpose of that is to find margin. And that's where you see that 30-15 on there. That's the average person. That means some people are going to find less. A lot of people are going to find a lot more. So when you walk into that, it's going to ask you literally every question, Rich, about your finances. And just like you are with me, the more honest you are about it and just be like, yep, there's that. And number one, I think that's how you'll find it. But let me give you my personal story on this just real quick. I remember I was working with this guy who I wanted to get in shape with. And my wife, for my birthday, greatest birthday gift ever, gave me a new pair of shoes. And she said, hey, and I'm also going to get you set up with a personal trainer. Thank you. Thank you for telling me I'm fat. And so I literally go into this trainer, and these pair of shoes, they were pretty expensive. They were kind of like from the Good Feet store, like $150, $200, whatever they were. And I go in, the guy's sitting there and he goes, hey, dude, you're 40 years old. This is a couple of years ago. You're 40 years old. You're overweight. Cholesterol's up. You need to be doing something. And I said, that's too expensive for me. And he said, let me ask you a question. What's going to make you feel better? Your high school weight or another pair of those shoes? And Rich, I don't know what the pair of shoes is for you, but I bet you do. Because $80 is not the thing standing between you and spending time with your daughter. $80 is not the reason for you to stay stuck. We both know that's not true.
Right.
What has to be true in order for you to say, no, that's not what's stopping me. The $80 is not, it isn't that I can't afford it. What am I not willing? What's going on that $80 is too much, that like literally is, that's just unfathomable. I couldn't even begin to pay something like $80 to get my life on track.
Gotcha.
What is that for you?
I don't know. I'm not sure I have an answer for that right now.
I'm curious, Rich, how much money are you guys bringing in every month? Like, what is the take-home pay that's flowing through your household in a given month?
Roughly $6,000.
Wow, that's a great income. Great take-home pay.
Yeah.
So the question is, and this is what the new EveryDollar will show you, we're going to go, hey, man, you make $6,000 a month and you're going over every month. Let's find you some ways to cut the expenses to make more. And so the question is, here's my challenge to you. Do the 14-day trial, and if you don't find at least $80 in the first 14 days, quit it.
Yeah.
It's not going to work for you. But my guess and my hunch and my hope is that you go, oh my gosh, there's $400 we just freed up right there. Where else can we find more money? And then EveryDollar will continually coach you and get better as you feed it more information and commit to doing these things. And I think it'll be a real source of encouragement for you in a way that you haven't seen before.
So, Rich, George is always a lot nicer than I am because when I coach people, I'm like, hey,
Chris is a real jerk.
Well, no, I want you to get out of it like you want to, right?
I do too.
Yeah. I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it for you.
I'm mad that a guy who's in his 60s making great money, who has this sweet child at home, is stressed about money instead of focused on things that he wants to be doing, where he wants to be spending his time. So I'm with Chris. You should be angry, and I would use that anger to fuel you into doing some really hard things over the next few months and years.
Yeah, one thing I would do on this, Rich, and we won't do this live, but I will do it for you if you want to. I used to do this when I would coach people, and I'd say, listen, I'll build your budget for you, and if we find the fee, you get started. And if we can't find the fee, I'll give it to you for free. What do you think would happen if you and I built your budget right now, live?
I think that'd be a challenge.
A challenge for you or for me?
I mean, just my credit card payments right now is what's killing me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So it's debt, right? So that's one of the things. Dave would say it this way. Hey, man, when you're in a hole, we got to stop digging. And that's what I want for you. And here's the thing. I want you to say, here's something on this, Rich. There's hundreds of other people on here sitting here with the same mental block that you have right now. So you're doing everyone a favor right now by talking about this. You're being vulnerable and just talking about it out loud. Do you want to build your budget live? And if we can find it, then you can, if we can't find it, I'll give it to you for free.
Sure.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Chris, is this the first time we've done this?
No, we've done it in a while for sure. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick.
You know, if the chat is in, are we here to help?
Oh, they're saying, let's go, Rich. Let's go, Rich.
I think what's going to happen, Chris, is everyone else is going to have some of their own aha moments, and they're going to see their own story in Rich's. So, Rich, thank you for doing this and being vulnerable, man. I know it's not easy to get in front of a group and go like, I'm going first.
Everybody's like cheering you on, Rich. I love it. All right. So you said your budget right now looks like this. You guys are bringing in $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year. That's your take-home pay. Is that correct?
That's a rough estimate. Yeah.
Okay, so $2,000-$3,000 checks. Does that sound about right?
I have a retirement check that's $3,000, and then I have twice monthly check that's probably actually closer to about $1,200 to $1,300. So another $2,500 to $2,600. My wife does have her own business, and that income's irregular.
Okay, how much is that income?
Let's for now say maybe $1,000.
Okay, so 12,000. Okay, 1,000. So you're at 6,600. Okay, got it. Okay, what's your mortgage? Go ahead and Amy, if you don't mind, or Chris, let's just put this in. So let's just do it'd be 6,600. So 3,600, and then 3,000. So guys, look what we're doing right here at the top. We're putting in the income at the top, right? That's what you're seeing happen right now.
And we're getting away from feelings and what we think is true. And now we're really getting into, okay, what is the reality of our situation? Because you might go, oh my gosh, we made a lot of money this month. Where did it all go?
That's it.
That's the usual first reaction when you do your first budget.
All right. So let's go down. So do you do any tithing? And it's okay if you don't. I don't care. We're just going to the numbers. Any kind of tithing?
We're not regular on it, but we want to.
You want to make it zero for now? And we'll say that's a future.
Yeah, let's make it zero for now.
Cool.
Okay. Anything going into the emergency fund every month or anything?
I've got my emergency fund funded at $1,000.
Okay.
Perfect. So we'll skip down to housing. What's your mortgage or rent?
Mortgage is $30.38.
So I already see. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty high relative to our take-home pay. So there's one.
Right. There's also an HOA payment in there.
We can go ahead and add the line item there under housing and put HOA. What's your HOA payment?
$574.
$574?
Yeah.
Woo! I hope you have a nice view, man.
That takes care of electric, internet, water, trash, all of that.
Okay. So we can zero.
Those are all go to zero. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So no utilities. That's all covered under the HOA fee.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay. That helps us out a little bit. Now let's talk food. What are you actually spending on groceries every month?
I don't have that tracked really well right now, but I'll put it at say about 1,000.
Okay. And then you guys eat out at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Even a drive-through, a fast casual, anything that is not we bought groceries and made food at home would fall under this.
Put down another 200.
And then transportation costs. Do you have any fixed costs here or gas, fuel?
Well, I have a car payment that's 456, but that'll be paid off in like 4 months.
Okay, we'll add that into our debt snowball down below. And then you got to put
Okay.
gas in the car.
So gas is probably about, we have 2 vehicles, maybe $100.
And what I love is once you connect your bank, Rich, you're going to get some real data on this because as you drag the Shell station in there 3 times, you're going to go, oh my gosh, we've already spent $150 and we're only halfway through the month. And so that's where you'll start to adjust this over the next several months. Your first budget will be your worst budget. It's going to be rough. The numbers are going to be wrong. And then by month number 3, it's pretty much dialed in.
Anything on clothing?
No, nothing regular right now.
Cell phone?
280.
Woo, how many phones is that?
2 phones.
All righty.
Do better there. That's opportunity number 2 right there. I'm marking that down.
All right. Fun money?
Your EveryDollar subscription right there, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fun money?
I don't really have any, I don't know on fun money. I mean,
Rich isn't having any fun right now, it seems.
Yeah, I can't really say anything on fun money.
Okay.
You have hair? You have hair, Rich? How much hair do you have?
Well, I mean, ideally, I should be getting a haircut every month, and that's $40, but I don't get it every month.
Okay.
So how about like in your whole family, how much are we spending on just general hair stuff?
Let's say $60.
Okay.
You're talking to 2 guys with Brillo pads right here, so you got to really deal with it. So
I'm not that different from you, so.
There you go. All right, subscriptions. What kind of subscriptions do we have?
Got the Netflix subscription.
Okay. How much is that per month?
I forget how much. Let's
probably
see.
$18 at this point.
Yeah, it's probably $18. There's my Apple one is $35.
Okay.
We've got Microsoft that my wife uses for her business is $12.99. There's Audible at $14.99.
Okay.
$11.99 for Kindle.
Okay.
This is embarrassing going over all these.
Why do you feel that way?
Because it's just having all this stuff.
Well, Rich, hang on one second, brother. What we were trying to do, let me pause just for a second because this is good for everybody. This is not embarrassing. Most people, when they're trying to change their life and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, like you just said, what we do, me, George, Rich, everybody else on this call, we say, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then what happens is when this is the power of doing a budget, because then you have to look at it. It's like pulling a mirror up and going, oh, there it is. Oh, I see it. What you're feeling right now is you're just looking at it in the eyeball. And in the eyeball, any fear that you had, the reason why you wouldn't want to pull that up, the reason why you wouldn't want to look at that, anything like that, when you're trying to change your life, everything tells you don't look. And so that's not embarrassment. It's just exposure. That's all it is, brother. And here's the good news. The minute you see it for what it is, you can address it. You can look at it and you can do something about it.
And the chat is with you, Rich. They're all going, dude, I'm right there with you. I got even more subscriptions.
That's it. That's it.
Let's call it $100 even.
Yeah. Setting at 100.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
But I think what you'll see there, that's $1,200 a year. So when we go, hey, $80 a year for EveryDollar premium, well, that's cutting Audible, just that for 6 months would have more than for your subscription. Do you have any audiobooks that you have not completed yet?
Yeah, I've got 2 credits to use.
There we go. You got plenty of credit. Let's just cut it for now. And they make it hard, don't they? They make you go through 19 clicks and they go, you sure? We'll give you 4 months if you want to stay. And you go, okay, whatever. I'll pay the 99.
Don't forget Kindle too. I would probably Kindle.
They're geniuses in marketing. And so again, just another opportunity there to point out that we're already finding so much money that you could be using to get out of debt faster. Childcare expenses?
Yeah. After school care right now, I think is $269.
We'll add that in. Any entertainment or miscellaneous costs?
Well, she's got a dance lesson that's, I believe, $75 a month. We just started back to school, so that kind of thing's just getting.
Yep. So we'll add a dance line item for $75 a month. Any entertainment or miscellaneous stuff that you're like, yeah, let's throw that in there?
I mean, I'd love to throw in, even just like $50 a month for a date night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
I'd
add
love
that in.
that too.
And then we'll leave that catch-all of $200 for the random stuff that you might have forgot about right now.
Okay.
Then we have like doctor visits, insurance costs. Do you have any of those fixed costs you can think of right now, or money that you're setting aside?
I do. That I'm currently not. I mean, I owe Medicare money because I'm having to pay for my Medicare. That's like $264 a month, but I'm not currently. I'm well behind on that, and
Mhm.
I got to get that caught up.
Okay.
And then we've got some doctor's bills that I don't even have the monthly fee.
Okay. So we'll add that to the medical debt down the bottom.
Okay.
You have that number. Do you have any insurance that you're currently paying for? You know the numbers on that, like what it would be monthly?
Car insurance is monthly 130 something.
Okay. Do you have
My
any life?
medical insurance comes out of my
That comes out before take home.
Yeah.
Okay. Life insurance?
Right now, the life insurance I have is just what comes with my work. I'm not paying anything extra for life insurance.
Okay. And your spouse doesn't have any?
Same. She's got a little coverage through my work, not a lot.
Which that's another opportunity there, not to get you out of debt faster, but we might need life insurance outside of that work policy because likely that policy is like $50,000, which is not going to get you.
Yep.
So that'll be another opportunity to get you some term life later on down the road here. Any other expenses you can think of that we missed?
Oh, my wife has rent for
her business,
her business, so that's $550.
That's scary because you said there's a regular income. She might not even make $550.
Well, I think when I said 1,000, that's hopefully is after she pays that rent.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's paying that, because she's paying that out of her business income.
Ideally, yes. It hasn't always worked. She's had a dry 3 months.
Okay. What do you know your total debt payments? Just so we don't have a lot of time left. I just want to hit this last piece.
Right. Let's look at the debt real quick.
Credit card. Let me just really 1,000 in credit card payments.
And what's the total balance?
30-some thousand.
Okay.
35.
So let's just edit the planned amount to be $1,000 a month going to that. And the car payments
was $461.
$461 on the car. Any other debt?
Medical debt.
Okay, so we'll add that in there.
If I can make the regular payments, $500 a month.
Is that everything?
I think so.
Okay. What do you notice, Rich, when you look at the top of that budget under September? I'll tell you what I see. It says we need to add that medical debt back in. It says that we are $1,700 over budget every single month.
Yep.
So here's what that tells me. If you stay at this rate, you're going to be $20,000 more in debt at the end of 12 months than you were today. And so that tells me we need some drastic changes here, both in our spending and likely in our income. Because if you can get both of those under control, we can get you to spend, let's say, $1,000 less, make $1,000 more. Well, now we have a $300 surplus we can throw at the debt to get rid of it faster versus the interest, just making the balance balloon. And so that's the power of EveryDollar, just revealing the truth, which is scary at first. And then with this digital coach experience, giving you a plan to get out and get out fast. Yep. And again, you set the tone. You commit to how much you want. We're going to throw everything at it. And you say, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can sell that. I can tweak that.
Yeah. I mean, when we were talking just a second ago, we noticed that the cell phone was really high for two people. We noticed that going out to eat, we're still at 2. We're still spending $2,400 a year on going out to eat. Now, listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
When we're in debt, $100 a month in subscriptions, multiple reading, right? And again, Rich, this is not condemnation. This is not judgment. But what we're saying is this whole thing got kicked off with, how am I supposed to get my life in order financially when I can't pay my bills? How would you answer that question now?
Well, I mean, I got to cut things out of the expenses.
When Dave Ramsey, I remember this really hit me when I had my first child a long time ago. And I kind of lived in the I can't world. And he came out on stage one time and he said, hey, if your kid was sick and you needed to buy medicine for your kid and you couldn't borrow the money, what would you say? You wouldn't look at it and be like, I can't. You'd be like, I'll do whatever I need to do. And when we see people really change their life, they get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And all they do is they do exactly what you did. They look that boogeyman right in the eyeball. They get a little mad about it, and then they start doing something about it, and then they remove I can't. Now, you can wake up tomorrow morning and say, well, forget what George and Chris says. I'm not doing that. Hey, that's ownership, because then it's not somebody's fault is that you can't. It's that you just don't want to do it. Okay, that's great. That can let desire to start building in your life, though. When you get mad at it again, I can do something about it now. But when we take that I can't out and we go into the I will or I will not, man, that's a big win. That's a big win for your family. So I'll ask you one more time. Now that you've walked through this exercise, what would you tell yourself and everybody else that says that they can't?
We can. I mean, I know I can. And it's a matter of, making hard choices. I know that, one of the things is the current financial situation is very stressful on my wife, and it's difficult for her to be on the exact same page. If it was just me, I would have no problem cutting some of these things, and it's harder for her.
I get it. Well, that's a good conversation to have tonight, right?
Yeah.
There you go, my friend. Dude, you did it.
Have you guys sat down and done this budget thing together, Rich?
Doing this has been good because, we've been struggling on the whole, finding the right steps to do it. I had signed up, I was using Monarch money, but I'm not finding that to be really that helpful for us.
Yeah. Because that's really just showing you what's happening. It's not really giving you a plan or what, it's not going to tell you what to do. It doesn't really have
right.
It's just a fancy Excel sheet. And that's what I love about the all new EveryDollar. We have an opinion. We're going to let you do we're going to do the math for you, but we're also going to coach you and say, hey, here's what we'd recommend based on what you told us your goals are. Are you in? And we'll keep you on track. We'll send you the text. We'll send you the next recommendation. We'll give you the lesson to help you understand. So I encourage you to go through this free trial with your wife and show her all these numbers. Do this with your actual numbers and have her do it with you to feel it. Because right now, I don't want you to shoulder it all and say, well, I don't want her to feel it. No, you want her to feel this pain so that she's willing to cut the freaking subscription so that we can free up $1,000 in a year, so that we can free up $2,000 in eating out, so that we can switch to Boost Mobile and spend $50 on phones instead of $280. And so all of that added up, don't despise humble beginnings, and don't despise those little ankle biters in the budget, because it all adds up. So we're cheering you on, Rich. I appreciate you jumping on here and being vulnerable. Let's give it up for Rich. I'm gonna do the
yeah, guys. Great job on that. Yeah. Hey, and Rich, Paige just said this, and that everybody's like cheering you on over here, brother. But Paige just said, hey, we recorded this today. Show this to your wife tonight. And by the way, everybody who's clapping for Rich that still has going, I don't know about me. You need to start clapping for your house at some point and do something like that. All right. Go ahead, George.
Oh, man. I just want to say that was, I really enjoyed that exercise because you can see, and even people in the chat noticed, they went, oop, there's another opportunity. Oop. And I want you to have those aha moments for your own budget tonight, because even if you're in baby step 7, there's still things you could be doing that are more optimal that we've just kind of gotten lackadaisical on, got a little comfortable. And I hope this reignites a sense of, man, I deserve to be doing better for how hard I work. I need to make the impact I want to make. I'm tired of feeling like that'll happen next year or maybe one day. Today's day one. And so scan the code, jump in, check out the all new EveryDollar for yourself. See what your number is. See what maybe it's more than 3,000, maybe it's 10,000, maybe it's 2,000. Either way, for a free webinar, that was a sweet deal. If we helped you find $2,000 in the next 30 days to do whatever you want with. Maybe you want to give more, spend more. You want to take that trip. You want to invest more. You're going, dude, I'm doing up to the match, but I don't want to retire broke when I'm 65. I want to live my life and have a retirement with dignity. Whatever your goal is, really hang on to that why, and then use the tool like EveryDollar to help you get there. And I promise you will be shocked at the progress you make over the next month, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. You're going to be a completely different person. You're going to be unrecognizable if you start this habit today.